In 1718, the city of New Orleans was founded by Bienville as a colony in the New World representing the French Bourbon Dynasty. These French roots would continue to color the city of New Orleans from then until now. It all comes from French, you know? Lundi means Monday, which is the day preceding Mardi Gras. Mardi is Tuesday. And Gras means big.
It's different is because of our French heritage in a lot of ways. They have a different orientation toward, it's not all work and no play, as it is in a lot of the parts of the United States that have more Puritans.
Bienville and Iberville were two brothers. They were important explorers to this region. Iberville was incredibly important to the establishment of New Orleans. However, he didn't establish New Orleans. He didn't live to see the establishment of New Orleans because he died of yellow fever in Havana. And Bienville, the younger brother, established the city of New Orleans. Bienville named the city after Philip II, the Duc d'Orléans, in honor of him. The Duc d'Orléans region from which his title came became Jeanne d'Arc, who is one of our patron saints in New Orleans.
The Spanish throne had been sort of controlled by Napoleon, and for various reasons he first made a decision that France was going to take it back when they had ceded it to Spain, I think in 1763, and they were going to take it back, and then because he needed money to fight the English, then Napoleon made the decision to sell it to the Americans. There were a number of French-based leading Creole families in New Orleans that were totally opposed to the Americans.
The French and the Americans on the other side of Canal Street didn't like each other. The French were very resentful, and after the Louisiana Purchase, the Americans just said, well, we're going to mispronounce everything. Chartres is, charters, Carondelet, instead of Carondelet. Yeah. All the Dauphine, all the streets. Perrier is Perrier. No one says Perrier. I'll get you, my little Frenchie.
The way things are today have been determined by the actions of our past. One interesting historical rumor that I've heard before is that when Bienville first founded New Orleans, he started building the city in Old Algiers, which is where I'm sitting right now, on the west bank side of the Mississippi River. Then one day, as he was looking out across the river, he thought the other side had a slightly higher elevation, so he broke camp and moved to the east bank side, where in 1720, he ordered his French city engineer, Adrien de Pauger, to draw up plans for the 11 by 7 block rectangle many refer to today as the French Quarter or the Vieux Carré. That's how close the French Quarter came to being in Old Algiers.